If you would have told me that the dude eating roaches on camera would end up scoring Louis Vuitton shows 10 years later, me personally, I wouldn't see it. Tyler, the Creator, has low-key become one of the most prolific, imaginative artists working in the music industry today. Which, if you followed his career from the very beginning, it's actually crazy. This is the guy who brought shock rap back in vogue to being selected to do the soundtrack for the Grinch movie. But what's really wild about Tyler's whole career trajectory is that he hasn't compromised one single bit when it comes to his artistry and vision. And when you really consider the pressure cooker that the industry puts a lot of people through, you really start to appreciate how rare someone like Tyler is. So how exactly did he go from being the angry teenager promising to stab Bruno Mars to being one of the most acclaimed, successful musicians in the game? From the jump, Tyler's been hit with obstacle after obstacle threatening to derail his path, but he's managed to persevere while still staying true to himself. And at the very same time, Tyler has been unafraid when it comes to going left and switching styles on his audience by innovating his content and his sound. So let's double back to where it all started. Tyler Acoma was born in 1991 in Hawthorne, California. From the time he was small, young Tyler would take the liner notes out of CD cases and invent his own imaginary albums before he was even making music by writing his fantasy track lists. Tyler never met his father and was raised by his mom. When he started releasing music, a lot of his early work was shaped around the anger and abandonment he felt towards his absentee dad. By the time he was 14 years old, Tyler taught himself how to play piano. But unfortunately, his personality and antics kept him from being recognized in school. He got kicked out of drama class because he was, quote, too hyper, and wasn't allowed to join band because he couldn't read music. Even though Tyler didn't get any kind of conventional support from the people around him, it wouldn't keep him from making big moves. In 2007, Tyler became a founding member of Odd Future, a rap collective that would later go on to make major waves through not only California's hip-hop scene, but the entire world. The shock value of Tyler, the Creator, and Odd Future's music drummed up a lot of attention and press. People started comparing Tyler to Eminem because of how berserk his lyrics were. Between 2009 and 10, Odd Future started adding new members, including most notably Frank Ocean and Earl Sweatshirt. In 2011, things started to go supernova for Tyler, the Creator. One of the big turning points in his career came when Odd Future was booked on the Late Night Show with Jimmy Fallon. Right away, Tyler hopped on Twitter to announce his upcoming appearance while also declaring he wanted to, quote, scare the out of old white people that live in middle America. Odd Future's set went instantly viral because of how crazy things got. He and Haji Beach showed up in ski masks, ran around the set, jumped on Jimmy Fallon's back, and popped a Supreme hat on the host's head. Mos Def, who was already an Odd Future fan and had showed up to see their performance, ran onto the set and started screaming swag into the camera. Their appearance on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon was Odd Future's introduction to the world, and it cemented Tyler as somebody to watch out for. That same year, Tyler dropped his debut studio album, Goblin, which immediately attracted tons of controversy for all the out-of-pocket bars he laced the project with. From homophobic slurs, to jokes about sexual assault, to wishing B.O.B. would die in a plane crash, Tyler became a lightning rod that only made him more notorious. While a lot of the album's subject matter was rooted in exploring Tyler's mental health and his issues with society, many people felt like this shock jock persona outshone his artistic intentions. Years later, Tyler would double back and criticize Goblin as being horrible and disown some of the more offensive lyrics. All this attention led to New Zealand effectively banning Odd Future from entering the country, citing them as a potential threat to public order and public interest. Tyler was even banned from visiting the UK for multiple years, with Theresa May directly citing lyrics from Tyler's breakout mixtape Bastard as a reason to not let him in the country. Despite all the pushback, Tyler kept grinding and refused to let the controversy get in the way of his ambitions. Odd Future kept dropping music, releasing 12 projects by the time 2012 rolled around. At the same time, Tyler used his newfound industry clout to pivot into other mediums. He announced a comedy show with Adult Swim called Loiter Squad that attracted guest appearances from celebrities like Tony Hawk, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and Seth Rogen. Meanwhile, Tyler moved ahead to drop his next album, Wolf. Wolf garnered critical acclaim, especially with a lot of fans noticing Tyler's sound and subject matter was maturing. By 2015, Tyler dropped his third album, Cherry Bomb, which included features from Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and his hero Pharrell. The project didn't receive the kind of standout critical attention that Tyler's previous albums got, but again, it was marked by a sonic departure for Tyler with bubbly, happy, and varied production. Tyler took note of the mixed reception Cherry Bomb got and decided to knuckle down and write something personal for his follow-up. That's when he dropped Flower Boy in 2017. It debuted at number 2 on Billboard and received immediate acclaim for its smooth blend of different genres. Tyler's next phase was marked by even more surprises than usual. In 2018, he released an EP inspired by the Grinch movie. His new full-length project, Igor, was even more groundbreaking than anything that came before it. Igor got Tyler its first Grammy for Best Rap Album, but Tyler openly criticized the Grammys for categorizing the album as a rap album. In 2022, Tyler put out Call Me If You Get Lost, an album directly inspired by DJ Drama's legendary Gangsta Grillz series. Inviting DJ Drama to be a part of the album, the project was an unapologetic throwback to Tyler's hip-hop roots with features that included everyone from Youngboy Never Broke Again to Lil Wayne to Lil Uzi Vert. Not only did the album debut at number 1 on the Billboard charts, but it kicked off a majorly successful world tour that further solidified Tyler's staying power and rabid fanbase. It also earned Tyler his second Best Rap Album Grammy. While Tyler has accomplished a lot through music, he's managed to have a thriving parallel career in fashion. Odd Future moved units through its merch, and Tyler capitalized on the wave by opening a Gulf-Wang flagship store on Fairfax Avenue in Los Angeles, arguably the heart of the city's fashion scene. Tyler also curates his own music festival called Camp Flog Gnaw Carnival. Originally started as a showcase for Odd Future artists, the festival's grown to platform a variety of high-caliber talent and take up residency at the Dodgers Stadium in Los Angeles. In 2019, the festival made headlines when Tyler brought out Drake as a surprise guest, only for rowdy Odd Future diehards to boo Drake off stage because they preferred Frank Ocean instead. His most recent release was an expanded version of his Grammy-winning Call Me If You Get Lost album, called The Estate Sale, that included a number of bonus tracks and demos. Even though the album had been out for almost 2 years, its re-release catapulted the project back to number 1 on the Billboard charts, making history in the process. It's safe to say that Tyler the Creator has lived up to his name. He's a non-stop creativity machine, and he's gone from being a rebellious teenager to an unstoppable music and fashion juggernaut. There's plenty of artists who will hit it big with their debut album and spend the whole rest of their lives trying to chase the high of that popularity. Tyler, however, came right out the gate making waves and has only proceeded to exceed expectations and grow his fan base.